Hi class, good day. So for today's video, we're going to tackle about division of fraction. Alright? By the way, we have already discussed addition, subtraction, and multiplication of fraction. So I'll put the link below para sa mga references ninyo. Alright? So for now, we're going to discuss division of fraction. So paano nga ba ito? So we have here A over B divided by C over D. So division of fraction, all we have to do is just first copy natin or keep natin yung first fraction A over B, then kunin natin ang reciprocal ng pangalawang fraction. Alright? Then apply natin yung multiplication. Alright? So for example, we have here 18 divided by 5 over 6. So kung napansin nyo, we have here whole number, right? But our whole number or any whole number, it is understood na meron siyang denominator na 1, right? So here, sa division fraction daw, una natin gagawin, retain natin yung first fraction, yung unang given. So retain natin sa 18, then i-reciprocal natin yung number or yung fraction na i-divide sa nauna sa kanya. So yung 5 over 6, i-reciprocal natin or i-flip natin, okay? Pagbalik na rin natin. So, yung denominator magiging numerator and the numerator will give the denominator, right? So, instead of 5 over 6, magiging 6 over 5 siya. And then, apply multiplication of fraction, right? So, that is y times, okay? So, sa multiplication of fraction, all we have to do is to multiply the numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. So 18 times 6 is equal to 108. 1 times 5 is equal to 5. So therefore, 18 divided by 5 over 6 is equal to 108 over 5. Alright? Another example, we have 3/4 divided by 5 over 8. Okay, so since this is division of fractions, so all we have to do is to get the reciprocal of this one, ng ating divisor, right? So, keep natin muna si 3/4, then i-flip natin yung 5 over 8, so magiging 8 over 5, okay? Then, apply multiplication of fraction. But, look at our given class. 4 here and 8 here, they are both divisible by 4, alright? So, we can do cancellation first before we multiply so that our answer is already in simplest form, alright? But if ever, ayaw nyo siya i-cancel muna, so you can also multiply 3 times 8. So, that will be 24, and 4 times 5, that will be 20. Pero, yung 24 over 20, they are both divisible by 4. Alright? So, pwede mo pa silang i-reduce to lowest term. But here, ang gagawin natin is we're going to apply cancellation before we multiply. Para yung sagot natin is already in the simplest form. So, since si 4 at saka si 8, they're both divisible by 4. So, we're going to divide 4 by 4. So, we have 1. Then 8 divided by 4, we have 2. So, ngayon, i-multiply na natin is 3 times 2. Alright? So, 3 times 2, we have 6. And 1 times 5, we have 5. So, 3/4 divided by 5 over 8 is equal to 6 over 5. We also have example, combination of two operations. So, ibig sabihin, hindi lang division yung involved, alright? So, just like for example, we have multiplication and division sa isang given amount, okay? So, 3/5 times 2, 9 divided by 6 over 11. So, since yung division natin nasa last lang naman, so siya yung ating i-reciprocal, okay? So, kukunin muna, keep muna natin sa 3/5 times 2, 9, then i-flip natin yung last part, so we have 11 over 6, and apply multiplication, alright? So, since kung napansin yung class, we have 3 and 9. So, yung 3 and 9, they are both divisible by 3. Okay? So, pwede natin sila i-cancel out muna, or let's apply cancellation method before we multiply so that our answer is simplest form na. Alright? So, by the way, sinunod ko na here ang 3, 3, and 1 because it is difficult to write equations or number kapag naka-share screen na ako. Alright? Or naka-full screen na ako. Okay? So, paano ko nakuha itong si 1 and si 1? So, we just divide 3 by 3, that is 1. So, 3 divided by 3, that is 1. And 9 divided by 3, that is 3. Okay? And we also have 2 here and 6 here. So, pareha silang divisible by 2. So, we're going to divide 2 by 2. So, that is 1. 2 divided by 2, that is 1. Oh my god. Yeah, so that is 1. So, we have 1 here. And 6 divided by 2, that is 3. Right? So, we now have 1/5 times 1/3 times 11 over 3. So, yun na yung i-multiply natin. We're going to multiply the numerators and denominators, right? So, 1 times 1 is equal to 1, times 11 is equal to 11, and 5 times 3, that is 45. So, therefore, 3/5 times 2, 9, divided by 6 over 11 is equal to 11 over 45, alright? Our last example, we have 3 over 9 divided by 12 over 13 times 6 over 7. Okay? So, napansin nyo, nandito yung division natin. So, ibig sabihin, if i-flip natin, si 12 over 13. So, we have 3 over 9 times 13 over 12. Siya yung reciprocal nito. Then, times 6 over 7. So, bakit siya times na ito instead of division? It's because, diba, sa division of fraction, i-retain natin yung first number or first fraction, and then i-reciprocal natin yung kanyang divisor, and let's apply multiplication. Okay? So, we now have 9 times 13 over 12 times 6 over 7. But then, kung napansin nyo, we have 3 and 9 here. They're both divisible by 3. So, we can apply cancellation method muna before we're going to multiply it para yung sagot natin ay naka-simplest form na, alright? But again, if you want to multiply directly 3 times 13 times 6 and 9 times 12 times 7, that's okay, class. There's no problem with that. As long as yung answer nyo or yung final answer nyo is naka-simplest form. Therefore, if you're going to multiply the numerators here and denominators here directly, ibig sabihin nun, you're going to reduce pa your answer into lowest form. Okay? Or lowest terms. So, ibig sabihin, kukunin nyo pa yung simplest form niya nun. Okay? But now, we're going to apply cancellation method para mas mababa na yung sagot natin or naka-simplest form na yung sagot natin. So, we have here 3 and 9. Okay? So, they're both divisible by 3. So, 3 divided by 3, that is 1. Kaya siya may 1 here. And 9 divided by 3, that is 3. Alright? Here naman, we have 12 and we have 6. So, pareho silang divisible ng 6. So, 6 divided by 6, we have 1. And 12 divided by 6, we have 2. So, therefore, we now have 1 over 3 times 13 over 2 times 1 over 7. So, we can now multiply itong mga nasa taas. So, 1 times 13 times 1, that is equal to 13. And 3 times 2 times 7, that is equal to 42. Right? 3 times 2 is equal to 6 times 7 is equal to 42. So, therefore, 3 over 9 divided by 12 over 13 times 6 over 7 is equal to 13 over 42. Alright? So, to sum it up, sa division of fraction, i-retain natin yung unang fraction, then kunin natin yung reciprocal ng pangalawang fraction, and apply natin yung multiplication. Then, simplify your answer if necessary. Pag sinabi natin simplify, naka-lowest term na siya. Alright? So, that's all for today, class. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified on our next lesson. Thank you!